Hello everybody, JayborinoPlays here, joined once again by Deltron Live.
What's up, everyone?
We are continuing our Rock the Cabinet top 10 submissions. When these videos come out, I assume the contest will be over, but we did really want to showcase all of these. I don't know who the winner is at the moment of recording. It's quite exciting. We have 2 maps left to play, Primal Ascension and Cradle of Death. I'm going to literally flip a coin.
Nice.
Cradle of Death is going to be heads, Primal Ascension will be tails. Alright, Primal Ascension. Primal Ascension, created by Outsider Z, yes. Again, maybe the winner's already been announced, so I don't know. But I personally found this, I found this to be my favorite map when we played them all pre-deadline.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit that. I don't want to say I hope it won, but it was my favorite to win.
Mm-hmm. I think it was the map that could have just been placed from this contest to the submission to the Blizzard co-op pool and work the best. Just fit in.
Yes.
The best.
All right, you going Kerrigan?
Yeah, I'll go Kerrigan this time.
Okay.
Unless you want me.
Nope,
Yeah.
that's fine with me. I'm not going to play Raynor again.
So no difficulty selection for this. It's based around the normal difficulty, which is what Blizzard asked for. Some people have been saying this map is too easy, but that's why. There's your answer.
Yeah, it's based on normal.
Yeah.
This is boss fights. It's sort of a race against the clock to kill bosses. If it's comparable to a Blizzard map, it would be Supreme from HOTS, where Kerrigan has to go around and kill the Primal Pack leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, it meets that whole thematic idea that Blizzard had as one of their criteria to rate.
Mm-hmm.
Primal Pack leader. I kill.
George Exley worked with Outsider Z for this voiceover to sound like a perfect Dahaka.
Eggs must be protected.
Yeah, when I was watching the Thanos' stream, someone in the chat was like, "Oh, they use the vanilla Dahaka sound bites and just like plug them into this map." It's like, nope,
Nope.
that's not.
That is just a man who
Yeah,
is good at talking like Dahaka, like a
it sounds
creepy.
almost identical.
Yeah.
Ascendants hibernate. They will awaken soon. Are you?
So the boss fights here, I know I only caught bits and pieces of this when Nate was playing it because I was traveling home that day, but I think he killed one of the bosses with spider mines in like a second.
Saw that. Vultures are OP.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of stuff it's hard to balance around. I actually made a suggestion in the Discord where I said, what if you gave the bosses some sort of high threshold, some sort of high threshold hardened shields, like damage is capped at like 30 or something, you know, so spider mines aren't doing.
Yeah, Outsider Z actually saw that, and he's like, "Well, that's interesting," but it's something that he was saying he could easily fix.
Mm-hmm. But every commander has some sort of thing like that. Spider mines, or like some sort of major damage burst. Solar bombardment.
Yeah, if it does win, it'll be interesting to see like what Blizzard does.
Yeah.
Like the spider mine cheese. Or like...
So if folks don't know, Outsider Z has made a bunch of Warcraft 3 maps as well. 3 different campaigns, all based on Warcraft 3 novels. They're all quite good. I recommend checking them out on Hive Workshop.
I have yet to play any of them, but I'm looking forward to.
I would almost recommend to not start with them because they're going to set your standards too high.
Too high.
Too high.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm on the final few missions of the Scourge campaign of Frozen Throne.
Oh, nice.
Not sure if I'll...
That
the
last
bonus
mission's a
campaign
slog. That last mission is a real
afterwards,
slog.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm very happy I'm playing on normal, though. I can only imagine some of these missions on hard would
Yeah.
take hours.
See, I've considered going back and playing
Now that
them
you've played a bunch.
on hard, but ugh, I don't know.
I feel like the difficulty spike jump from normal to hard is quite large.
Yes. We'll do Tempests. I haven't done
Tempest would be good for this one. So you have a Skyver. He's the first boss.
So the bosses are random, if I understand. Well, I don't know if random is the right word, but there are a pool of bosses. I don't know if that necessarily means like there's a pool for the first boss, a pool for the second boss, or there's just one giant pool of bosses. I'm not sure.
Our adversaries intend to eliminate us. Templar, greet them in kind.
Greet them in kind.
Okay, I could take care of that attack.
Okay.
I know that Outsiders Z has changed the map up, though.
Yeah, let's see if we can notice it. We played this one fairly early, so I don't know if I'll be able to catch what was changed or not.
It attacks with tentacles. It burrows underground.
Solar bombardment online.
I could solar it if we wake it up.
Okay.
First Ascendant is awake. Kill or be devoured.
Eat shit, Skyver, Skiver.
Ascendant, destroy it.
Oh, I see what he's changed. The Void Crystals heal the bosses a lot to a much greater magnitude than before.
Yeah, so it's not like you actually have to destroy those.
Yeah. Unless you have 100 Spider Mines.
What I think is neat about this is it's balanced. The bosses can be balanced such that on normal, for example, you can... It's not really about like a casual, normal, hard, brutal when it comes to the bosses, because it's mostly don't stand in the fire, so you can maybe have those attacks do slightly less damage, but for the most part, you know, you can bounce around that, which I think is nice. So it's still like you have to dodge the same abilities on every difficulty. So it scales very well across difficulty, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Well, that went well.
Yeah, Supplement Barn is pretty good.
The thing is, yeah, you can't burst it down because of the crystals.
Right.
So it does a good amount of damage, but eventually it caps.
I think that was a good change as well.
Yeah, I think so as well.
If you're not paying attention, I don't know if when it is invulnerable or when I think your units will still target the boss over the Void Crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Let's see, Carnosaur in 4 minutes. I think the timings are quite good on this as well. Like, you have to go for that first one fairly quick. You can't wait. I think there are a few submissions that we've played, like Armory Retaking is a good example, where at the very beginning, it's just a really long time before anything actually happens. Whereas this map sort of gets you right into it. Missed Opportunities kind of comes to mind, because Missed Opportunities, you really have to go right away.
Yep.
Some people like that, some people don't.
Yeah. Yeah, this map, I think it was my first choice when I voted for the top 5.
Ascendants sent ash worm.
Yeah, me too.
Ash worms.
So as I sing praises of it, I just making sure people realize that I am biased, just because again this was my personal favorite. But I genuinely have no idea how Blizzard is going to pick the top 5 and then rank them, or I should rank the top 5, I should say. And again, by the time this video comes out, it's probable that the contest has ended and we've seen it, but I have no idea at this point how it's going to go.
You seek our aid.
Tempest.
Also, I don't know if the players' votes for the top 5 will matter into Blizzard's ultimate decision.
No, they shouldn't.
think
They
so.
haven't in the past.
No.
Basically, the players vote for top 5, and then Blizzard orders them. So what I suspect is they pick the top
Blizzard.
10, and they have like a private ranking, and then when the top 10, they have like a private ranking from 1 to 10, and then when the top 5 are picked by the community, they just like apply that filter to their list, and then that's what happens. That's an assumption. I don't know if that's what really happens, but
You're probably right.
Colonies. It spawns spores.
spawns colonies, spawns spore rays. Primal Colony. Those are cool. All right, let's do it. Oh, this poor Zelly is just flailing through the air.
Okay.
I have solar up again.
And all these units, none of these units are custom in this map. They're all primals or.
Yeah, I think
Vanilla
they're all
Blizzard.
models that do exist in some fashion.
Yeah.
Even those primal colonies, they do already exist in the editor. They just weren't used.
Nice.
It almost seems like the more damage that you burst it with, the more it gets healed.
More healing. Just telling you not to focus it down.
Oh, get out of there, Tempests. Oh. The Spore Rays that move out, too, are pretty cool, because you have to find an opening.
Oh, yeah. So you can actually attack this Spore Rays. I'm not sure if it's worth it or not.
I think maybe it's good to at least open up a path.
Right.
Whoop. Kill it. Yeah, definitely. Where I was standing, at least, it was good to...
At least open up the path, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this boss battle's taking much longer.
Yeah. I think this was
Just
the one
because
that
of
he
the
killed
void.
with Spider-Mine super quick, though. Yeah, destroying the Spore Rays makes a lot of sense.
There we go.
Cool.
Dead. It was weak. It did not change.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
the
these...
Spore Rays are still.
I just feel like
alive.
these boss fights are really well thought out. It seems really clear that they were. Of course, there's always going to be something that you can do to like just nuke them all down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Locking on target.
Yeah, but then you have to. I mean, if you enjoy choosing things, just go for it.
Yeah.
If not, don't do it.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah. One thing that I feel, the only thing that seemed, I wouldn't say out of place, but these Nidus dragons that pop out, or Nidus, whatever they are, whatever they're called, the Ashworms. It just sort of feels like an attempt to make sure that the player is doing something at all times. It just seems like sort of arbitrary. And I suppose of all the things to have done, you could either have the enemy just send attack waves, because you'll notice the enemy. There's one right there. I'm going to eat my words, but you could either have the enemy send larger or more attack waves, or you have these things pop out every so often. Be like, hey, look out, we're attacking the eggs.
You seek our aid.
So like, I guess I could back up right now. I mean, I have stuff at home. It's fine.
Ula Sadari. Your allies are in battle.
The enemy biomass will provide us with
Yeah.
enemy stun.
Again, it's normal.
Yep, we are on normal
Actually,
difficulty,
not-
but the
not too
the
bad.
bosses are still pretty hard, which I think is
Right.
awesome.
Yeah, even on normal. Which makes sense because I mean the focus is on the boss.
Yeah.
Consume the biomass. I will evolve.
Okay, cool. Got that.
Flying Ascendant will awaken. It must be.
Flying Ascendant. I think we fought... No, this one's different. Kailu. We fought a big Mutalisk last time, I think.
Yeah, we did not have the Guardian.
And again, I mean, most of it comes down to don't stand in the fire, but like as you get to the boss to a certain level of health, the crystals that heal it, you kind of see something like that on the Amon, the Scythe of Amon mission too that was released. You know, it's not just how fast can you burst this thing down. You actually have to focus fire different targets and while avoiding different types of fire, basically fire, right? Don't stand in the glowy spots that will erupt with something, a tentacle or fire or whatever. I don't think I'm even going to use Solar Bombardment this time. I guess when would I use it if not here, but maybe I'll use it on the actual crystals. All right, I'm gonna start it.
Let's see what this one does.
AoE around itself.
Ashworm, you must change. Void crystal heals ascendant.
The void crystals definitely require more micro though, which is I like.
Yeah. I'm not sure why I have to get so
Primal
close to this
hunger.
thing to attack it. Oh, back away. Meanwhile, there's an enemy attack and a worm.
Okay. Got some units at home.
Oh god, I'm getting hit by whatever it's doing.
Run.
Looks like
Actually,
my
it has
Tempest.
it shows a timer for before it does that giant AoE thing, which is cool.
That's nice. Let's just do this. That way we don't have to worry about whatever it's doing. We can burst it down because there's stuff happening at home with the worm.
Its essence is mine.
But same with, like I was saying, with the way that the difficulty scales, the ash worms seem like they would scale well too, because even on normal, it's just something you have to react to. It's not like, oh, we're going to add units to an enemy attack wave. No, it's more just like, hey, just have some units here for this, and it'll be okay.
They have quite a bit of health though.
Yeah. Alright, did we get it? I think we did.
Yeah, we got it.
We got the bonus objective. How much time we got on this guy? 3 minutes. But that's what I think. I think that's how you can define good difficulty. Is if you can balance it such that all you need to change are the enemy attack waves, and the rest is fairly stable because it's the basic concept of the map. I think that's, I don't know. I think that's good. I think that's really good.
Yep.
Again, I'm biased. I've already said that this is my favorite map, so.
The enemy is in my grip. Move in for the kill.
I mean, you're a voter too. You gotta have a favorite.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I have no shame. I just,
Yeah.
you know, there's someone out there like, oh, I thought it'd be mine. You know, I don't.
By the time this video comes out, Blizzard may have already picked their winner.
Yeah, it'll all be over.
So, yeah. All be over.
Well, they've got the weekend, so I wonder.
You feel its
They probably won't announce it till next week,
Yeah.
or at least the top 5, and then I don't know how long from that point it will take for them to make their decision.
Prepare our defense.
Okay. Well, they just spawned on top of us. That was nice.
Yeah, I've been trying to build only Mutalisk this map, and I couldn't really get that many, like, with upgrades. It's tough with Kerrigan.
Yeah.
They're so expensive.
Well, I've successfully gone Tempests. I'm proud.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna start it.
ascendant is awake.
Ah! Ah!
You strong. Will you change? Attack void crystal. Destroy
So this one's got 4. I'm gonna avoid that.
bottle soon.
Oh, this Void Crystal spawns units. Destroy to prevent healing a Primal Pack Ascendant, and it spawns Void units. That's cool. Oh, God.
Giant fire.
Destroy void crystal.
They may all spawn units. Ah! I can't avoid that
Think
fast
so.
enough. See, like, if we were on Brutal, I probably would have just lost my whole army, because
Yep.
I assume it would scale, like, the damage would scale up.
Yeah, without Guardian Shell, we probably would have been dead already.
Yeah.
Crystal heals ascendant. Destroy it.
Yeah, it seems like the Void Crystals now exist such that you can't out-damage them
Not them, yep.
unless you burst the boss down before the first one even activates, which, again, we saw done with Spider Mines, but... Got him!
I like that you can kind of predict where he's going to be attacking, where he's facing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
some boss battles, custom boss battles in StarCraft 2, like the attacks are seemingly almost unavoidable. There's no way to predict them. So, like,
I think this
boss
is just
battles done right.
a really
It gives you a
solid...
chance,
yeah, exactly.
To avoid them, to predict what kind of attacks are going to destroy your forces. But
Yeah, they have to be telegraphed in some way.
yep.
Yep, really solid entry. really classic Outsider Z, which is really accounting for everything. And just really minute stuff that I'm sure that it was done so well that we don't even notice it. I'm sure that's the case for a lot of maps, actually. But one thing, because I played 4 Outsider Z campaigns in the past, is, you know, he accounts for things that you don't think about as the player because they're so seamlessly integrated. And I think that that's very telling of talent. And again, I'm sure a lot of the other entries, same thing. The whole point is you don't notice it because it's done so well.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we will play our final entry, which will be Cradle of Death, next time. We'll see everyone next time.
See you guys.